Let's step back. Dogen, the founder of Zen in Japan in the 13th century, talked about meditation and stepping back. He said, "The sitting practice I speak of is not learning meditation. It's simply the gate of repose and bliss, the practice realization of totally culminated enlightenment. It's the manifestation of ultimate reality. Traps and snares can never reach it. Once its heart is grasped, you are like a dragon gaining the water, like a tiger taking to the mountains. You should therefore cease from practice based on intellectual understanding, pursuing words and following after speech, and learn the backward step that turns your light inwardly." The backward step. Have you ever been in a situation where you're stuck in something? Your thoughts are stuck going over and over the same ideas, and you're trying to find a solution, and yet there's no solution. For instance, maybe it's a situation where you've had a fight with your partner. Maybe it's a situation where you just don't know what to do with your career or your life or a relationship. Some would call this like a pendulum going back and forth in thought. So what do you do when we're kind of tight like this and we're in this particular situation where, we're trying to figure something out like this? Take a step back. What does that mean? It could mean a lot of things. But one thought is come to your senses. Sometimes we kind of go round and round in our thoughts. Come to our senses. What are your sensations? Let's get out of the thought mode for a little bit and say, hey, what are you feeling? Now, this could be difficult sometimes because when we're caught up in something, let's say like a fight, we don't want to be with our feelings. We just don't want to be with it. However, it's one of the most powerful things we can do when we're kind of caught up. We might look and say, our stomach is tight. It feels heavy, burdened. There's pain actually in my body. So stepping back to see things more broadly, to see things from a much bigger perspective. One of my teachers, Roshi Joan Halifax, would say one of the key things we need to do in life is be big. Be big. What she meant by that, I believe, is this idea, let's not get caught up in whatever we're dealing with, that we make it really big, but let's be beyond all that. Let's go to who we truly are. Not this ego, not this self-identification, not this reactive, conditioned person, but step back. I'm not even talking about, maybe there's some identification of an eye that's behind the eyes to say, this is who I am. I'm even talking bigger than that to say, look, there's this mystery of awareness, of presence that connects everything. There's this absolute reality versus this relative reality, the small, kind of fixed reality. In some circles, we've called this clear, deep heart mind. Be open. I don't want to be open. I want to be I want to be stuck in this thing. Well, not really. It just takes practice to step back. I mean, after all, we face a challenging situation and we realize we're not in charge of life. We can't make things happen exactly as we want. So we say, well, let's just be with life what it is, whatever way it is now. The suchness of life, the isness of life. This is how it is right now. But I have a problem. I don't want it to be this way. Well, if I feel the tightness in my stomach, oh, so what? So what? If I feel a heaviness, so what? Get comfortable with the discomfort. Feel what you feel. Think what you think. But don't be that. It's not who we are. Step back. Be the observer. See all the things that are happening. And use this most valuable tool of stepping back.